Hi everyone, and welcome to another energy reading, this time for the energies for the week ahead. I want to state that whenever you find this message, from that day on, just count 7 days, and the message that comes through is timeless. It's for whatever upcoming 7 days ish, because time is fluid, so maybe this is an upcoming message, but tapping into the energy of the drinking some blueberry tea. The energies for the 7 upcoming days for the week ahead. Okay, so this is going to be a pick a card reading, where we're going to tap into the energies of 3 different groups, and we're going to, okay, we got pile number 1 here. I want you that as I shuffle and pick the cards to take this time to relax, maybe center yourself, ground yourself, take some deep cleansing breaths in. You can hold them at the top for a little bit and then release. An exercise that I love to do is to surround myself with white light, or any light for that matter, any color that calls to you. Okay, and I guess we got pile number 2 and pile number 3. Perfect. So I want you to tap into your intuition and pick one of these cards for you to be part of that message that is going to come through that pile. If it's easier for you to pick with crystals, I'm adding green aventurine for pile number 1, selenite for pile number 2, and amethyst for pile number 3. And for those of you who need even more, I guess, visual confirmation, maybe the colors, maybe the words, etc. Oh, by the way, let me just show you. This is the green aventurine tower. This is the selenite heart. And here is the amethyst. All right, so pile number 1, you have Serenity with lavender. Pile number 2, you have Thoughtfulness and the cowslip. In pile number 3, you have Generosity with the honeysuckle. Now just take a moment to pick your card. You can pause this video if you need to do so, and I'll see you in your reading. You can jump straight to it by going into the pinned comment or the description box below and tapping on your timestamp. All right, see you in your reading. All right, if you picked the green aventurine with the Serenity card and lavender, this is your reading. All right, so aventurine is the first thing I think of is grounding, but it's like grounding serenity, grounding peace, grounding calm. It's like for some reason maybe you were a lot in your head and you're finding that this week might be asking you to ground yourself and come back into your center and into a space of serenity and peace in order to move forward. It's like the energy of this week in general seems to be more on the lighter side of things. Or asking you to dig deeper. You know, ground those roots of serenity and peace into your life however you need to, you know. So maybe this is a week that you take off certain things off your to-do list, or a week that you finally take some time or some extra time to take care of yourself. Either go to sleep a little bit earlier, take a nap, take a bath, give yourself a spa day, maybe get a manicure, a pedicure, a facial, I heard. Like, whatever is it that helps you come back to your body, helps you come back to your center, and helps you come back to serenity. And this, you know, take it as it resonates. It could be from coming from a place of being too much in your head, or also coming from a place of how about we ground ourselves and we heal and feel like more at peace. You know, that like serenity is giving that energy of like breathing easier, of like there is more space for air to flow. And because of that, it's like the perfect temperature, and you open the windows type of vibe, and it feels so peaceful in your home, and you just want to lay down and listen to some very calming music and read a book and drink tea and take a nap, maybe hear the birds outside your window. It's just, again, very peaceful going into that space. And I feel like in that space of airiness, of creating that space for the air to flow, you create also a space to receive. And the card that flew out of the other deck is the Three of Fire, which brings me back to that energy of movement. It's like there's grounding yourself in your heart, grounding yourself in this space of serenity and peace brings the fire up in order to move forward. Like that energy of like opening the space up to receiving. But in this case, maybe it's so much about receiving as it is about taking action, moving forward, taking the next step, maybe releasing a lot of the things that have been weighing you down, which I feel had been a lot of mental energy that was causing heaviness in your energetic body and not really allowing you to move forward. So it's about kind of like leveling that tension and grounding it. So you bring all that mental energy down through the body into the earth, aligning yourself, aligning your energy, and above all, activating that solar plexus, that fire, but also activating that sacral chakra about, you know, moving through your emotions, healing, making space for what's to come. It's an energy of peace, of serenity, of healing, of releasing to make the space necessary to be at peace and have the mental bandwidth and also the energetic space to receive, or most likely, if you're receiving anything, is like the download or the information that you need in order to take the next step forward. But it feels a lot of that energy. And I see that the orange here, and so much orange here, that fire of taking that next step. Like maybe that mental energy was about making a decision and you've made said decision, but now you're trying to figure out how to move forward with it. And this week is asking you to ground yourself in serenity, ground yourself in peace, so you can think clearer, because when you go straight into the thinking mind, it becomes too much energy. It's too tense. It doesn't allow you to make the right decisions because you're coming from a place of tension or confusion or stress, which is mostly what I'm picking. So when you come down into that serenity, you're able to flow better and allow the information that you need, or the downloads that you need about the next steps forward, to come through, plan them, and take them. Okay, what else do we have for pile 1? Yeah, it's like you're going to receive the downloads, the information, the ideas that are going to help you move forward. Okay, and this, Venus, love, it's definitely energy building up. There's movement forward, because we got a 3 and we moved into a 4. And this could very much well be in regards to a love situation. However, for those of you who know more about birth charts and have your birth chart handy, this could also mean the house where your natal Venus is at. So track your Venus down, and probably that area of your life is the one that is needing to be grounded in serenity so you can receive the next steps forward. But also with that love energy, he also gives me that, like, the Fool in tarot card. So there is that vibe of like really coming from a place of love, of a heart-centered decision, which again, I feel you've already made that decision, but the universe is asking you to tap into your heart more than your head. And I talk about this a lot, about the fact that sometimes we get caught up in our heads trying to make the right decision, when the right decision is not ruled by the head, it is ruled by the heart. And then after we make a decision from the heart space, which we can only do when we are grounded, centered, balanced, at a body, emotional, and energetic way, it's like when we can hear our heart and make the decision from there. And then after we've made that choice, we can go into the head, we can go into the mind in order to plan it, in order to see like, okay, now that I've made this decision, what is my next step in order to achieve it? And the universe is asking you to come from a place of serenity, to come from a place of love, and also a place of self-worth. Because Venus is the ruler of Taurus, it's also the ruler of Libra. So there's partnership there. And again, partnerships can mean business partnerships. It could mean a partnership of any kind, maybe for a project, not only romantic partnerships, but it does come pretty strongly with that Venus and love card here, that it could be about love and maybe your next steps on how to move forward with it. So yeah, I feel wherever Venus is in your chart, it's a great place to start, or anything connected to your Taurus or Libra energies. But yeah, just bring love into the equation. And love is mostly like, not only like love as in like, oh, I love this as an emotion, but yes, also about love. Talking Taurus, right, is that energy of like pleasure and the five senses, like things that you love to smell, things that you love to see, things that you love to hear, things that you love to touch, things, you know, things that connect to your heart. Oh my God. And talking about the energy building up, like wherever you were at, like this week, it's like this energy is building up. Because we got 3, 4, and this 23 boils down to a 5. So we're like escalating this energy as the week goes. And again, and the main energy, the main message for you is like, as these energies start to move forward, for you to center yourself and ground yourself in serenity, to healing your heart, which is the energy that I was picking on the lavender, on serenity, on peace, on calm, on getting out of your head and into your heart, into feeling balanced, healing the heart of any fears or blockages that are not allowing you to move forward. So you can allow the downloads, the information, the resources to come forward to you so you can move forward. So this might be a very healing week for you. Or maybe wrap up, because this is not new energy, I feel like. This is something you've been navigating. This is something that already started, something that you, again, had to make a decision about, and maybe making that decision took a long time, or it was really stressful, or it was really confusing. And because of the energies starting to pick up, you're also feeling like you're more ready to finalize that decision by taking the steps forward. But in order for you to take those steps forward, you need to continue to heal your heart. And again, I get that sense of this could be some sort of relationship thing. Again, like with healing the heart and Venus love. Yeah, like just, but also self-love is, I guess, take what resonates. Different people, different energies. And again, if you know about birth charts, track your Venus down. That house could be the one that this energy is applying towards. Or you can also see where you have Libra and Taurus in your chart, and those could also be possibilities. All in all, when I do these readings, I like to say that when I start talking, you start already connecting the pieces to your own life, which helps you, you know, in the confirmation of where this message lands for you. Yeah, and we got and it's another 5. So 55 could be significant. And again, this gives me more romantic vibes because Gemini is the Lover's cards in the tarot. We got the air elements, which is very interesting. It's that fire that's been aired, you know, it's increasing, it's coming up. Like there's purification because the fire purifies something, transmutes it. And it's like, that's where it starts. It's like you had to ground yourself because too much mind energy creates too much wind, and you don't get to ground yourself enough and light up that fire enough to start taking those steps forward. So as you ground yourself in serenity and calm that wind, you're able to receive the information through your heart about how to move forward. And as you move forward, this energy gains momentum. And that's when we introduce again the mind, because we already made a heart-centered decision that aligns with the energy of love, with the energy of serenity, with the energy of healing, the energy of purification. There's a lot of this. It's like your heart has been purified this week. And it's funny, yeah, the Gemini house in your chart could be also a point of reference to where this energy is going towards. But there is purification. There is healing. There is serenity. There is love. And through that space, you're able to start taking those steps forward. And as you take those steps forward, this energy is going to build up. And I feel like it's building up, you know, in the next 7 days or so. Let's say like, yeah, this is building up. I was gonna say that, yeah, the next 41 days. But it builds up. You say 3, 4, 23, 41, which is 3, 4, 5, 5. So 55 could be, like I said, something to look into. Wow, this is beautiful energy. So all in all, the universe just wants you to, again, ground yourself, find your peace. I feel you already made a decision. If anything, get clear with yourself and start looking for the ways to move forward. And start to take those little steps. And as you go, you keep planning, you keep building the vision. And keep taking care of your energy, keep taking care of your heart. Keep taking care of yourself. Because this energy goes at a mental level, but it also goes at a physical level. So this is about, you know, taking care of your home, of your body, so you can stay in that grounded sense of serenity and also continue to, in a balanced way, continue to build that fire, continue to purify. There is like some beautiful healing purification process happening this week. And I feel like it's just part of this journey of something else that's unfolding. Like this is literally like, yeah, a week reading. So it's like it's not the full story whatsoever, but it feels like such a healing week, such a purifying week. Okay, and we got the Page of Wands. I mean, talking about sparks, like not fully everything unfolding this week, but that spark of energy coming through to start taking those steps forward. Kind of finding clarity, not through the mind, not through stressing from the mind, and not so much about like what we see in front of us. It's like we need to just ground ourselves and shut down that chatter in the head and just go through the heart. We don't need to see, we need to feel. And through love, through serenity, through being grounded in that, you'll find your way forward. It's like there's options. There's options all around you that have been confusing. But again, I feel your heart already knows what it wants. And for some reason, you keep wanting to rationalize it or keep going through it. You're like, is this the right choice? Or am I just choosing something that's like not, you know, not correct? Like it's not happening? Or, and also I feel like with this healing the heart card, there might be some sort of fears connected to this. Also why it has been so loud in your head. But this is all getting healed. This is all getting purified. And at the very least, whatever this is, just set the intention this week that you are tapping into your heart. You're releasing any blockages there. You're healing it. You're purifying it. You're connecting to the things that spark serenity, so you can keep walking forward into your into your new beginning, into your happily ever after is actually what I heard. But it's amazing. The purification card is here. This is some sort of like transmutation, purification ritual. Like we leave these things in the water. We leave them to burn and be released and be transmuted and be purified and be healed. Yeah, like sealing that wound, purifying it, healing it, and moving with a bigger heart and the bigger, stronger knowing. It's when I keep looking at Venus here, also very orange with this energy right here. And that spark, it all comes from love. What do you love? Who do you love? What makes you feel? And the energy here is not like joy and excitement, like it's serenity, the things that bring peace into your life that are also in connection to love, because most of the time I feel love is interpreted like very effusive, and it is, and there's an energy of that. But this week is like that love that is serene. It's like, I choose this because I love that idea. I love that thought. I love that possibility. And it makes me feel at peace. It connects to me, connects to my truth. It gives me peace. There's also this like peace in general of like, you heal, you purify, you're in serenity, and now you can move forward without that tension, without that uncertainty, without the questions. And as long as you keep following your heart and keep healing and purifying and taking steps forward through that, universe wants you to know that everything is going to be amazing. Everything is amazing. And I want to say, like, the energy stopped here at 5, and then we added 2, and that's a 7, and then build up to an 8. So this energy keeps building up. Yeah, and then this is a 10, 5 and 5. So 55s could be, again, this is the third time I've said it, but just to wrap it up, 55 could be important to you. Venus placements and houses ruled by Venus, like your Libra house and your Taurus house. In general, that's 7th house and 2nd house. So this is about self-worth, possessions, partnerships. Also Gemini. And the house it rules. This is about like expansion of the heart, but locally. Like, yeah. All right, pile one. That is your reading. Hopefully you resonated with it. Please share any impressions in the comments. Hit that like button. Share this reading with anyone you love or feel serene around. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, follow me at Sparkling Carla. And if you haven't done so yet, please do subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot to me, and that way we can continue to grow the Light Grid community. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi! If you picked the Selenite Heart with the Thoughtfulness card, this is your reading. I mean, the first thing I picked up with that, like, with the Selenite Heart and Thoughtfulness, it's like I feel like someone is going to do something sweet for you this week. It could be yourself, granted, which is always nice to be thoughtful for, you know, with ourselves. But I don't know. It could also mean someone is going to have a thoughtful, something thoughtful. I'm like, or something to think about. Yeah. Or something to think about. Something to think about in regards to how are you bridging heaven and earth? Like, are you truly living from a place of peace and joy, and there is this balancing act of how to connect all these earthly pieces while also connecting to what makes life special, which is, I think, where the thoughtfulness is coming from too. Like, it's about really putting in thought into something. And this could be as simple as just doing something thoughtful for yourself or for someone else, or someone else doing something thoughtful for you. It's that energy of like bringing heaven into earth. But I think it goes a little bit more than that. It's like you're analyzing, how can I lead a life that feels more true, that feels more pure, that feels more balanced? Like, it's not all about do, produce, climb, achieve, have, you know? like there's also this ethereal side about life where you want to connect. You want to connect to yourself, you want to connect to others, you want to connect to the earth and everything that it has. And this could be as simple as like, I want to spend more time in nature, you know? So like I need to stop with all this crazy social plans, or maybe like I need to reduce my hours at work so I can like take a walk in the afternoon at the park, or I can plan hikes during the weekend. Or this is more for others, it could be like, I want to travel and I want to see these places. I feel it's a lot of like nature connection. Others might want to move to areas that are more nature oriented, like there's more nature around. And these are things that maybe this week you're coming to that more mindful thinking of. Like you're really thinking, okay, you know, this is life and this is what we need to do to not only survive and to live, but to have the things that we want. But at the same time, like there is this other side of life that maybe you feel like it's a little bit unbalanced and that you want to bring more balance into. And this could go the opposite way around, like maybe someone who's been like maybe not balancing the day-to-day enough with the space to be and the space to think. Like sometimes you can get caught up in the thinking about it or the daydreaming about it type of energy. And now it's like, okay, but what are your thoughts about this? Like, how can we move it forward? And it's interesting that we have also a lot of like brown, green, grounded energy here. We got the third house with messages. And the third house is all about communication and all about your neighborhood. So yeah, I feel like you're putting thought into your connection to the earth, your connection to nature, your connection to maybe your own thoughts. And I don't feel like this is thoughts as in like intrusive thoughts or ruminating or being stuck in your head so much. Like for some of you, it might be a little bit of that, like, but it's very like, it's light. I feel like if you're stuck in your head, it's not so much like overthinking. It's like you're daydreaming too much and not like taking action. Maybe because you haven't figured it out yet. And that's fine. Like you can let the information to come through. And yeah, there is messages that you're awaiting. And this could be in the physical, like literally waiting for like that phone call or that email. But I think this is mostly about like communications with yourself and being more, again, thoughtful about how you are approaching life. Like it feels like you want to make some sort of shift in your life to have more of this balanced. And it feels like it has been with you for a little bit. But it's like light, you know, like you're like, you know, I'll figure it out. Like things will unfold. So I feel like this week you'll probably receive some sort of like information, download, or communication of some sort that is going to unlock it's going to unlock he's going to unlock the cage. Like you felt like you couldn't move. You felt like you couldn't do anything because you're awaiting this information so you can bring more of this energy into your life. Very earthy, but also very connected. Which is why I feel like your energy is not super mental or all over the place. I think you're pretty grounded, especially with all of this like yellow going on. But you've been awaiting some sort of, again, communication or idea, or I just heard timing to finally unlock yourself free and move forward. Because all of a sudden this is boom, there's like red and oranges. It's all of a sudden it's like, oh, now I can move. Like now I'm not like caged in by not knowing or not knowing enough. I feel there was already some sort of information there, enough for you to know that you needed something extra or like more information or to the right timing to click in. I don't know why I thought because of the 14th, maybe that's a date. What do you have in mind? And I feel like whatever this is, it's going to like bring so much like joy. Like joy and I don't know if relief is the right word, but definitely like excitement. Like, oh my God, finally, I can see this thing that I've been like thinking about and processing, like start to like move forward. Like you feel that you can finally do something to actually create some sort of change or movement. And then you got 2 cards with these, and you got gratitude with the pink rose, 36, which is a 9, just like the 27 is another 9. So 99s can be significant. And what I love about the 99 is like it's like you're almost there at the ending or shift or something, which is right what we were talking about. Like something is right there that is gonna like uncage you, is going to like set you free. And again, that's the energy that I got. Is like, it's not like woohoo, but it's like you're so grateful that moment was finally here, because again, this is something that's been like kind of marinating with you for a bit, and you're like, I mean, I can't really super stress about it because I know that I need like this information, or I need this document, or I need to like wait until this date in order for me to like go to that appointment or whatever. Like there's earthly things that needed to like fall into their place through communication or timing, etc., for you to get like uncaged. And it's gonna feel again so liberating, and you're gonna feel so grateful. It's like, okay, cool, like now we move forward. Oh my God, 35, 36, yes, definitely moving forward. That energy of like gaining that momentum, and this is focus. So now that you're like uncaged here and you're grateful for it, and you can see now clearer the path forward, they're asking you to focus. Focus on the destination. Where is the arrow pointing at? Hold the vision and keep moving towards it, because again, the energy is gaining momentum. You are reaching this space of reaching that next step. I feel like also 55s and 33s can be important. The ruler of your 3rd house, That could also mean this something reflected in this energy in your birth chart. Okay, now, oh my God. All right, well, this card was flipped. Yeah, I think like you've been doing really good with like staying out of your head and staying grounded and just like trying to be as patient as possible. You might be like even be feeling it, like, and that's probably why you've managed to stay more calm. But yeah, the Four of Swords. Yes, it's the energy that I was talking about just now. It's like, I feel like at some point this might have stressed you a little bit more, but you've gotten to a place that you're more mindful and you're more grounded, and you'll understand that you just have to be patient and have faith, and that the things will unfold, and that you know that soon enough that email will come through, or that call will come through, or that document will come through, or the day of the appointment will happen. And that either way, in the in-between of things can always shift. So you're just kind of like in this energy of like just keeping yourself grounded and out of your head and healing and open to receiving this information that is going to engage you. And that's why you're going to be so grateful, because it seems that before this, it had been like, for some of you, painful energy or like frustrating energy, very disempowering energy, and you've had to come to yourself slowly, like come back to center, come back to yourself, to your body, to your heart, and heal a lot of that. But now you're ready to receive that message, to receive that information, and to engage yourself, because your heart is healed. And now you're ready to receive what's going to help you move forward. And you're going to feel so grateful when that comes through. And apparently it can be the next 7 days. So stay tuned to that. And after that is received, stay focused. You know why you chose this. You know why you're moving in that direction. So keep solidifying this groundedness of yours, this mindfulness of yours, by staying focused. Yep. Yeah, it's like what you've been working towards to stay this grounded so you can keep moving forward and expanding is gonna be given to you. This could also mean someone, maybe the person who you're awaiting information from or the contract from or whatever. It could be an earth sign. Yeah. There's seeds of gratitude and love and creativity coming through. Like, I feel like whatever is coming through might come through better than you thought possible. Yeah, and here at the bottom of the deck, wow, big energies. Wow, all right, big energies. All right. right, so right here, there is this energy of whatever information comes through, and there's this person here. They might want to work with you or help you move forward. And this, it's a partnership. This could be romantic, especially with, you know, this big heart right here, and this Page of Cups, the emphasis on this heart over here and healing the heart. This could be romantic, but it could also be some sort of partnership, because I also heard contracts, information, appointments. So this could be maybe a project you're working on or a job opportunity that is coming through, and they really want to work with you to build something. Like, and it's really the other thing they want you to know is like, this process that you've been through of grounding yourself and being more mindful, it's catapulting this other side, this uncaging, this gratitude, this like, this focus. And yeah. So they want you to know that this is a good partnership. Like, this person actually wants to help you, or actually wants to work things through. They want to like put all those strengths together and build something. And here is like that energy of abundance, you know, of creation. The Empress energy tapped with the High Priestess, because you came from this energy of like just tapping into your intuition and into your heart to ground yourself and to find the patience to move forward, to stay focused. And once this is uncaged, they want you to continue to stay focused, because this would be like another level of the process. And there's a new beginning coming through. And this is like the energies tapping a little farther. This is at the bottom of the deck. So this is not necessarily about this week, but this is the energy that is, you know, pushing forward what's coming. And there's this Strength card of like, there's a lot of inner world energy, because this is about him being strong, but finding that inner balance as well of your instincts, right? Of like the earth element within yourself, that uncaged, wild and free, living wild and free type of energy, but also grounding it into like, there's things that we need to build, there are things that we need to work on in order to step into this abundance, in order to step into this Empress energy, into this new beginning, that comes with more knowledge, that comes with more wisdom, that comes with a higher perspective, because of what you've been moving through. And there is, again, 2 knights over here. So it's like this building momentum. Again, this is the bottom of the deck, so it's like not so much the current energy as it is what is unfolding, but you see there's like fire, that confidence, that movement taking place at the same time that there is more of that creativity. And again, for the ones that this is romantic, like romance, or that offer, they do want to come in and sweep you off your feet, you know. So trust that this contract is good. And as I say that, I'm like, you know, but read the fine print. It's all about communication, because remember that in a partnership there's 2 people, and that could be reflected right here. There's 2 knights with different energies, but they do come with all the intentions of working this out, or of building something, putting everyone their part to build something together in partnership, you know. this is beautiful balance of the Empress and the Priestess energy, new beginning, balanced energy. It's a lot of balanced energy. So because they come with different energies, there might be things like, oh, I don't agree with that, or I'd like to shift this in the contract or whatever. And it doesn't come from a bad place, it just comes from a different place. So I think that's another angle that they want you to think about. Like if you see something that is like, oh, but that's not, how does that benefit me? Or like, am I doing more of the work? Or like whatever it is that pops up. And this is not necessarily going to happen. I feel like this is just like a side message for some of you. It's like, just know that it doesn't come from a bad place. It just comes from a different place. And this is why you also have to do your job and your research and read the documents and speak your truth, etc., 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 so you can come into balance. I think there's a balancing act that is happening within yourself, but also that is moving forward with something else that might involve another person or a group of people. Okay, well, I'm gonna put them all here together. And pile number 2, that is your reading. Hopefully you resonated with it. If you did, hit that like button. Share any impressions with me in the comments. If you want to follow me anywhere else, you can follow me on Instagram at Sparkling Carla. Share this video with someone you love. That could be so thoughtful of you. And so cheesy of me. And if you haven't done so yet, please do subscribe to the channel. It'll mean a lot to me and it'll help us grow the Lightrit community. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye. Hi everyone, if you picked the Amethyst with the Generosity card, this is your reading. The first thing I heard is like, the universe is going to be really generous with you this week. Or at the very least, picking up on the general energies, it is definitely gearing towards bringing things into your life that are going to feel so generous. And it's like, you might not see them coming. I mean, you may, sorry. The alarms. Yeah, it's something that you might not see coming, but maybe you feel it at some level. Like it's hidden in the shadows for now, but there's this sense of like something is coming. King of Air. Talking about something coming. Yeah, this could be communication from someone. At the same way that it could be just receiving information. And I guess that's we're all intuitive beings. But for those of you who are very plugged in and are like, yeah, the downloads, like the King of Air, there's information coming through. And again, you might have not quite saw it coming, but it's, yeah, this week, it's like you're getting some sort of information or some sort of download that kind of like unleashes more of the things that you wanted. And you did not see it coming, although you had a sense of something coming. And I don't know if it was in regards to this or just in general, where you're like, something's coming, and then you get this download or this piece of information or news, and you're like, oh yeah, I guess this could be attached to what I'm sensing, you know? Grand Trine blessings, yes. And that's the energy that I was speaking of with generosity, that it's like, whatever it is, it's like, it's kickstarting the being the recipient of like a generous thing. And for some of you, it could just be like that piece of information or that thing that comes through is like really generous. But I feel like it might not be something big that happens that catapults like a bigger, more generous, like this trine of blessings coming in. Like it just, maybe it affects more than one area of your life, but it's all good. Like these are blessings that are coming in some shape or form. Feeling the world. Yeah, there's generosity. I feel like whatever comes in is gonna open a world of possibilities. And you didn't see them before. You knew, like there was this, I feel like there's this, I feel like you feel how I feel right now trying to explain it. Does that explain it? Like, it's like, I don't know what it is. And I feel like there's something coming, and like, this is like coming in sideways and it's unrelated to all of this, but it kind of aligns certain things for you to receive more generosity and more blessings from like life and the world and the universe. It's like the universe is holding you and it's opening very generous opportunities and blessings for you. Yeah, and I feel that's the generosity. It's like the universe is prepping you, or has been prepping you, I feel. And now it's like that information is coming through. Oh, longevity. Yeah, and whatever is coming through, whatever is getting aligned this week, these blessings, this like the universe has your back type of energy, like it's all good, has longevity. So whatever you move towards, whatever you receive, whatever you pick, it has longevity. And this is why it has been a process. This is why it's been a process. Because it has longevity. And this could also, if there's people involved, there could be an air sign or a Scorpio, or have Scorpio placements, area of your life. You can also look into what house is ruled by Scorpio in your birth chart, and this could align with that. But whatever it is, you are getting some sort of information that is going to unlock some generous blessings. That the universe is holding you safe and steady, because you're about to receive things that are here to stay. You are receiving high quality stuff. And the universe wants you to know that. Threes might be relevant to you, 33s. Yeah, it's like, this is exciting. It's exciting energy. And it's coming from high up, you know, like we're talking a grand trine here. The King of Air is coming in. Like you are being protected, you are being divinely guided, and this is another week where you are being divinely protected and guided, and that some sort of information comes through that it just changes the game. And they want you to know to not be scared, to not like get in your head about it, to not get ungrounded or anything, because these are generous blessings coming in, that you're being held and protected, and these are for long term. So whatever choices you make, also be mindful of that. They come with longevity attached. Yeah, it's like you didn't see it coming, but it's coming. It's like the information is coming. It's gonna make things clearer. You'll be able to kind of like get out of the water and like be, you know, start moving forward, oof, into that Queen of Pentacles energy, which is that like longevity energy. And if this is related to people or to yourself, you could have earth placements. So the air placements are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And the earth elements are Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. And there's Scorpio in here as well. Also Pisces. Pisces and maybe Cancer, which is all the water signs. Oh. All right. I mean, a grand trine, so has a lot of, all right. Yeah, it's like whatever tension you feel, please release this. Release. Like you've come a long way, you've healed so much that you don't need to go back into that tension or fear-based energy. Just drop it, because these are blessings coming in, blessings on blessings on blessings. This is longevity and foundations and really good energy, people who accept you for who you are, and are here to make your path through this earth and this life even better. So again, these are the opportunities that are starting to come in, and the decisions that you're starting to make are again grounded in longevity, and they're being moved forward in that space and in that energy. Yeah, new beginnings coming through in that earthly, grounded, long-lasting vibration. And they're coming in faster than you think. Again, this is that communication coming in, and it's like you didn't see it coming. And for some of you, it can make you a little bit like nervous. You're a little bit nervous about this, and you know what, it's okay. It's human to be nervous about it. But if you can like take that step back and release that tension and just focus on like the gratitude and how like amazing everything will start and continue to unfold for you. That's the best like policy. And in talking about earth signs, Virgo placements might be important. Maybe your moon is in Virgo. Yeah, I also heard your moon in Scorpio as well. Yeah, whenever you start feeling a little bit some type of way, they're also asking you to go back to those practices that you've already learned of like taking a beat, going within, grounding yourself, listening to your heart because your heart knows. And then once the heart has a talk with the mind, allowing everything to just be released and let go. All right, my pal number 3, that is your reading. If you resonated with it, please hit that like button. Share any impressions with me in the comments. Share this video with someone you love. Maybe you want to connect with me someplace else. You can follow me on Instagram at sparklingcarla. And if you haven't done so, please, please, please do subscribe to the channel so we can keep this light grid community growing. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye.